The next question's a little harder. This is like the test in school. The questions got a little harder as you went along. Whenever a Muslim commits a crime anywhere, Muslims are blamed everywhere. Should we take the approach of we condemn terrorism too? Or should we take the approach of what on earth does this have to do with me?
Well, as you know, Muslims are not the only ones who suffer from this blight. I would say the African Americans in this country also suffer from that problem. So, absolutely. I think the primary discrimination in our legal system against Muslims came after the 9/11 attack on the Trade Center and on the Pentagon. And after that happened, there was a distortion of the laws that were passed when I was president, and an abandonment of the right of every citizen in this country to have the freedom of expression without interference by the government. I have a feeling that every message that I send to another country on a sensitive basis is probably monitored by the U.S. government. And so when I have a special message to send to somebody that I don't want the U.S. government to read, I handwrite it, I don't even type it. I put it in the post office and send it to their embassy and hope they can get it out of the country. So protecting the individual rights of Americans, particularly to have their own privacy, is one thing. The second thing that happened was that Muslims were condemned as being guilty for 9/11 attack, which was certainly a miscarriage of justice. And in that process, we began to launch drone attacks against people who were completely innocent. We began to put people in prison, arrest people who were very distinguished Muslims in this country without a right to have contact with their families or have legal assistance. And we began to speak. Even our president said that he thought there was a place in our judicial system for people to be incarcerated for life without having charges brought against them, because just revealing the charges against that person would reveal military secrets. So these are the kind of things that need to be changed in our country. We need to close Guantanamo, and we need to restore America to its previous status of respecting the rights of everyone on a completely equal basis. And this has to prevail in countries all around the world. I'm not just singling out my country, but I think it's very important for me to make it clear that I, as an American president, don't condemn other people. I want to correct the problems in my country first, and when we do, we'll go a long way to correct them in other countries.